here we go. Monaco. I am very nervous because I might actually have pace for once. Now this one is interesting. The Monaco Grand Prix. I was really not looking forward to this one because it's a really tough track to race on and focus on. And then I started doing practice. And at first I was off the pace because the meta was to drift the car through the Lowe's hairpin, which is coming up now. And that is a difference of, 2 to 4 tenths if you get it right or wrong. So it's a really key thing. But I'm unable to drift, so this corner right here for me is a real big challenge. However, I, in practice, was extremely quick in Sector 1 and especially Sector 3. A little bit scruffy. Now you joined me in qualifying. Guys, if you haven't seen the last episode at Silverstone, there is some spoilers. Check it out, link in the top right. I'm going to talk about that video now. So far, 2 rounds in. This is round 3. And I feel like I've been a bit unlucky to not have a point so far. The last race I felt like I had good pace, but I got caught up in people forcing moves / battles, and just not getting the right slice of luck with the DRS train. But now we're at Monaco. A little bit deep into Raskas. Not ideal, but it's not terrible. It's a decent banker. That's decent actually, not so good to be fair. But if I get like a 3 or 2 now, that's going to be right in the mix.
Dan's definitely on point 2 in that lap from what you did before, which is a little scruffy.
Oh shit, Sabrina's on a lap. Fuck. Oh, I just looked at the last second. Too late. That's a pen. Got a 5-place group penalty. Now luckily, no further action. I did not get reported for that. Sabrino told me that it was okay, no big issue. So I get lucky. So we're going to have to try and commit and go again. Now, Sector 1 is where we've got to try and find some time. We have a bit of a poor turn 1 where I lose the back end on the exit. So we're going to push now a little bit harder to try and get that time back as we head through Massenet and Casino. Sector 1, we do a low 1, which is okay. I have done a 17.9 in practice. So there is some time to find, but still we're pushing on. We do manage to pull off a bit of a half drift through the hairpin, which gives us a little bit of time. And now heading into the tunnel, we are up by a tenth and a half, which is really decent. So this is looking a lot stronger as JST has crashed up ahead into the Nouvelle chicane. We're going to now take that corner ourselves. Oh, that was so distracting, man. And that was just a really key moment because I was up by 2 tenths, which already would have put us, on like a 4, which is pretty decent. Instead, we're going to have to go again. I chose to not pit. I'm going to try and go for another push, so my battery's a bit lower. But hopefully I can try and match that and do it again. Now, we're a fraction down on the exit of turn 1. Heading through Massenet and Casino again.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're okay.
Absolutely gutted. I was heartbroken because I think I could have fought for pole in this session. Instead, it's an early shower, which is gutting. I haven't done that once in practice, not once. And the worst thing is, looking at the results, let's start off with the lap that I was on, which was 2 tenths up. I probably would have found a bit more time through Sector 3, so I reckon I could have easily got P6, but that's not the big takeaway here. First of all, Connor, my teammate Connor Muir, lefted P1 on pole by over a tenth, a 1.80. The next best time was a 1.91, so I don't usually do this, but I'm going to show you my practice times before this, and this is going to be the last 2 sessions before the lobby itself. Session 1. I did a 5, a 4, a 2 and a 1.98 as my eventual best lap, as these were the sessions where I was basically warming up to, getting ready for the session. And then the next session, I did a 0.3 banker lap, and then eventually I did a 0 on my 3rd run. Basically, I was easy in very low 8s, and even, before these last 2 sessions, the sessions way before that, I was also doing these times. And looking at the final qualifying results, I reckon I could have comfortably got 2nd place. But it's a massive error. And P11, even with just 1 timed lap, we still got P11, which is insane. So we're going to have to fight back in the race, but Monaco is going to be so tough. So yeah, let's give it a shot and let's see what happens.
Like, what's the pit delta here?
I think it's like 17 seconds.
Cheers, Daniel.
It's around that.
Yeah.
It might just be under, but I want 17 seconds, so I don't have to push on pit exit and cut the pit exit.
What are you going to? Hard, medium?
I'm just going to go hard, mate. I'm going to trust I've got the pace, so I'm not going to...
Fair enough.
Yeah. You've got the option to like undercut if there's loads of people ahead anyway, so yeah.
How long do the mediums last?
It's 2.5 lap extra now, not 2.5 kg. I get that right.
Yeah, 2.5 laps.
Oh, wow, quite like mediums. So here we go. Into the race. I've opted for the hard tyre to start on. Track position is key. Just got to try and let this tyre work for the first 2 laps and we should be okay, and then have mediums at the end. So, down to turn 1, aggressive down the inside on Paul Eckermeyer to try and gain a place. Bit of contact there with Leo Lunders. We're going to try and sneak. I have to get out the throttle briefly, which does cost me a little bit of momentum. In hindsight, I wish I'd kept the battery on up the hill as we now head through Casino. Side by side here, trying to leave space for Paul, who does go around the outside and gets back ahead. So a bit of an annoying sequence there as we don't gain any places in the end as we now head down to the hairpin.
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD.
Yeah, big moment, and that might cost us. I knew it. I was dreading the hairpin, mate. Dreading it. And I almost avoided it. I was kind of hesitating going to the inside or not.
It might not be too bad at Monaco.
I got damage.
Yeah.
Shall I go hards or...
Yeah, but you're already on hard.
Yeah, but I got to stop again anyway, so shall I just go hards again or shall I go like soft?
I'd go soft. I think
Yeah,
you
go
just try and
soft.
catch the train.
Medium soft now.
Possibly. Or soft medium.
Medium soft.
Hope they changed my wing. I didn't put yes, I've just gone auto. This could end my race if I don't get a wing change.
What are you going for?
Okay, wing change, thank God for
There's
that.
so many people with damage.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's a long race.
Yeah.
You got clean track as well. You should have just lapped
A lot
on.
of people going for hard, so...
I think soft is the play because I don't think the pace is going to be strong. Connor's just going to...
You need to get past these cars, otherwise you're going to get held up.
I'm sure they won't fight me too much. So pretty much we are, I wouldn't say dependent on a safety car VSC, but we have to be efficient now with our race strategy. And you can see Exafox is going to box. And now we're behind Paul Eckermeyer. And we're going to try and get him here straight away because he's in the hard tyre.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Now he moves across into turn 1, last second. Wide defend. And almost lost my wing there. I wasn't expecting to completely, move across there, but fair play, clean move, and risky, but it paid off. But he's defending, and I was a little bit surprised by this because I thought, he'd want to sit behind me and just basically get DRS on me and, me drag him along. But he wanted to defend the position, which is interesting. So we're going to have to try it and find a way through. And Monaco is just so tough to pass. Now, I invested a lot of stock into this by using a lot of my battery. And running this close is going to overheat your tyres and your engine, which is going to cost you engine power on the straights. And when you're running maximum wing, that's a really big differentiator when trying to pass on a straight. You can see I'm trying to, look for a space, try and force him offline. I've now managed to drain him of his battery by forcing him to defend. So I know he's low and I've got about 40% more. So that's a good sign. But we have to keep pushing to try and drain. I have a little look into the hairpin and he does just react and cover off taking an early apex, and I'm just trying to find a way through, man, and just get something out of this. So for once we get a decent exit out of Portier and heading for the tunnel. I'm going to commit here, keeping the battery on. We know he's low, so we're going to go for it down the inside into Nouvelle on the brakes. We make the corner, no track limit warning, but Paul goes straight across and doesn't even try to make the corner, which is a joke. I don't understand why he's defending so hard. And this was just baffling. He gets a 10-second time penalty for cutting the corner. He does slow down to give me DRS back, so he did give back the gap. But post-race, his penalty will be reduced to a 5-second first warning, as he still cut the corner, but obviously a 10 was pretty strong. I think it's terrible every single time. Not that I agree entirely, but it is what it is, and that's what the stewards decided. We go purple as we're still trying to find a way through, but now frustration's kicking in. I can't get the exit. Oh, this is Monaco, fuck's sakes. And already the softs were starting to let go. You know, you only get a short window to make them work, and I had the move done. I completed the move into the new chicane. That was my position, my corner. But this is now just hurting my race, and there is no live stewards like in real life, so you have to basically deal with it. And eventually the softs died, and Paul started to pull away and dropped me out of DRS and open up a gap as Elliott pits in the Williams, and now the pit stop window starts to open up. So at this stage, I'm just looking to go long. I'm trying to extend, have a long stint, and see if something, you know, goes our way. Bogdan Morvan pits, and he actually rejoins ahead of us, so that's how far behind we are right now, which just isn't ideal at this stage of the race. Has Connor checked out?
No, second is with him.
Yeah, but they're gone, eh? Like, gone.
Yeah, third is on
Tyre
softs.
condition still looking good.
Tony.
So Connor still P1, holding it down out front. He's got someone right behind him, but he just can't get through. So Connor keeping it under control as now Elliott goes through. Oh, then gone inside there. A little bit of miscommunication there, but he goes through, no contact, no damage, and yeah, job done for him. And we're going to basically try and follow and stick with it for as long as we can. Do you know what pace Richet's doing?
Approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
Okay,
Why is he boxed?
he's just picked.
I want to know what he's doing on soft so I can compare.
Third and fourth, so Leroy and Jay.
Oh, I just got
Two
one.
ahead of
Fucking
you.
hell, man. I got a double
Afraid you've been
warning.
given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
Well, I think I double got a single, but one can get removed from the first lap.
You got pushed onto the inside on turn 1.
Yeah, I'll get on. Taken off.
Yeah.
Now, I was waffling there. That wasn't a double warning. I got a single warning for cutting Nouvelle. Technically, we're on 2 because the lap 1 warning was racing, so it's fair game. Oh, wow, he retires.
Okay, clear.
After all of that.
No way.
Second race in a row that's happened to me, man. I swear to God. What is it with this? I need to know when Connor's pitting so I don't get in his way because we're half a lap apart, so we can fuck each other up with the stack.
In this lap, push now.
If I pit, will I come out just behind Bogdan? Like, as
I
in the car
think you're
right behind?
between Bogdan and Zhernaj.
When are you pitting, Connor? I need to know so I don't fuck you up. I'm half a lap
I
down.
pit this lap, because someone just pit
Hang
the
on,
train behind. It'll only take like 2 laps for them to undercut.
13.2.
I'm
I
on
think
one
you'll come
more
out
and
just
then
ahead of
pitting.
Zhernaj. I think that's where you'll come out, but then you've got 3 cars to overtake.
My tyres have hit the
Obviously,
cliff.
one of them's Leroy, so you'll
I'm
probably
pitting,
let
I'm
him
pitting, I'm pitting.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, I thought it was a practice session. Oh. My race is done. I'm done. Lost my head. Now, I'm going to explain why this happened. I did so much practice for this race, more than I've done in years. Every time you just slam it into the pits because there's no penalties in practice. What a disaster, man. So much potential.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
I put so much practice in for this race, and it's all gone. All my fault. And because what an idiot, I've done so much practice, and you know, I've just slammed it into the pits every single time on a practice run, the muscle memory, I just, you know, kicked in, and yeah, it's such a rookie error. I hate myself for it, but when it rains, it pours, and it's going bad. We're cooking though on this medium. I was really happy. This was an excellent race tyre, and I was, you know, banking on this in the race had things not gone wrong to get me, you know, back into it. Possibly an undercut to try and gain position, but here we go, passing Joris, who is on an old tyre and he's going to let me go. Thank you, Joris. And we're also catching up to Wilson Hall, who is also on an old tyre and struggling. Now, as things stand, if a VSC or safety car comes out, we could get the 5 seconds removed of the stop go, and the 3 second, of course, I can get removed because one of the warnings is not accurate. So technically, we are on no pens. So we still have something to fight for in this race, as we're now going to finally clear Wilson Hall using a battery and the DRS. I thought we tried to defend it a little bit and try and, you know, use a bit of battery and squeeze me wide, but we go through and he couldn't stop me. So we gain a place to get P12. Finally got some clean air, man. Good tyres. Let's just drive. And yeah, a pit stop is about 17 seconds, give or take, and we basically have lots of space to drive into. Jonej is going to rejoin on softs, but he'll be way quicker, so we can basically just sit behind and try to stick with him as long as possible. So softs, fresh softs, I won't battle for it, no point. And we're just going to basically, you know, use the race IQ, be patient, And yeah, we'll see where things take us at the end of the race. Hopefully, we can still get some points in this one. Trying to get a pit stop gap to the cars behind so I can serve my penalty as well. That wouldn't be a bad thing because my 3 second I can get removed as it stands. So if I can clear my 5, I'll have nothing in my name. And yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. Nothing else we can do. Connor still P1 holding it down out front, and I believe P2 now has a 3 second time penalty. So he's looking pretty comfortable as Valentin and Nabella pits.
Green flag.
Still annoyed about Paul Ekamar retiring, just like Hexa Fox and Silverstone. Both of those guys cost me this race, you know, by battling and then retiring. It's 17 seconds for a pit stop. If I take a 5 second stop goes 22, so we've got what we need for P12, so it's only up from here. And yeah, that is pretty much the only thing we can hold on to. We have the gap we need, so there is a safety car, something we can box, clear the pens, and we might be back in this race, which is wonderful. Everything okay? Oh my god.
There's been an incident
Please,
on track
safety car.
resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in
Please, safety
time,
car.
and there are so far no plans for a safety car. Virtual safety
virtual.
car deployed. Slow
Oh, it's
down
gonna
and
stay
maintain
virtual.
a
If this
positive
becomes a
delta.
full, do I pit?
Virtual safety car is deployed.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, because I'd come out in second.
You get your 5
Yes.
second penalty cleared, don't you?
Yes, you can
I'm
under safety
going to
cars.
pitch. Should I go soft or should I go medium again? Medium's really good.
I'd go.
I'm going to go medium in case
Medium.
there's a safety car.
Yeah,
Would
I'd
it
go
not be
medium.
better to stay out, Tom, and get track position?
No, I'd go medium.
No, because I've got to clear this. I've sped again. I keep forgetting. Oh my god, fam. Fuck. Can I serve both? Can I serve it all now?
Was a devious fan.
Oh,
Yes.
mate.
That is elite.
Oh, I've
Andres is fast.
just thrown my race away. I had a chance to get something there and I just ruined it. Oh, we're going to firm it now. Take the 5 seconds on the chin at the end. Oh, I can't believe I fucked it so bad with that pen. So I can get the 3 seconds off. I've just made too many mistakes. All on me this race. These cars in front get a cheeky little extra 3 seconds. That would be nice. That might give me a half a chance. It's going to be a long end to the race for the Alpine on softs, I think. Now, I can't believe I sped again. Exact same thing as the last one, which I already explained before. Do we know how old Labella's tyres are?
He hit a lap before you.
Okay. Red Bull's going slow. Damage. So we're just going to go for broke and send it, you know. There's nothing we can lose now at this stage. Yeah, this guy's tyres ain't going to last if we're drifting through the hairpin now at this stage on softs. Now, Reyes in the Red Bull P10 has got damage, and Ivan Santamaria has been on the softs for a long time, and he has hit the cliff. So, if we can pass Santamaria straight away, and then get onto Reyes and pass him straight away, we may still be able to do this. We would need to clear Reyes by 5 seconds, and Santamaria by a few more, and we might be able to do this and still get a point, but we have to be efficient, aggressive, and, you know, get this pass done ASAP. So currently trying to go through on Santamaria, trying to find the best place to overtake. So far he's doing okay through the medium to high speed stuff and not struggling too much on grip. It's in the low speed where he's really struggling for traction. So now we're going to make sure we try and nail the final corner and get the traction, which we do get. And now we're going to drain the batteries. To be fair, he's got some battery of his own. He's not looking too low because he isn't flashing. Down the inside of one, we managed to squeeze by. We get a little bit of a shunt and a shove as Santamaria tries to lock on the wheel and try to lock tyres. We're going to go around the outside of Massani. That gives us the inside into Casino, and we go straight through, pulling off a move for P11. So now we can get onto Reyes and try to pass him. He's got end plate damage, I believe. I want to say the right side, so he's struggling through the left-handers. So that's where he's vulnerable, and we can try to hopefully put some pressure on. Now we're going to get super close here, using all the battery through the tunnel, and there's going to be the same one again, this time to the outside, as we make an attempt to make the corner. So that warning should hopefully get removed, as I did try to make the apex but side by side. I get that removed, not a big deal. Was never really going to work, but I gave it a shot. Still putting the pressure on though through swimming pool. You can see he's really slow, really struggling with that damage. If we can pass him now, we're going to get 2 laps to try and break a gap, which could be huge. Out the final corner, right there. Super good exit. We don't have a ton of battery, but we're going to go for it to the outside, and we're going to send it on the brakes. Bit of contact on the way through. And wing damage. Big wing damage. Orange on the front wing. However, we are through. Irvin Santamaria, even though he's hit the cliff, has a full wing, and now he's suddenly the threat. So basically, we are trying to fight for a point, but we are dependent on steward's inquiries. I reported Santamaria for the little kind of sideways nudge, and also raise, can't believe it, for that contact into turn 1. And we're now going to try and fight and see if we can, unbelievable, try and get something out of this race. And, you know, having damage which isn't ideal is going to really hurt us in these corners. All we can do now, we have officially 2 warnings, so I can't get another, otherwise that will be just race completely over. We tap the ball again through to back, trying to hold on to our car, and you know what was looking so good to maybe get a point is now just a defensive situation as Santamaria goes to the outside. We're gonna just about stay in front through here, and now onto the main straight, draining the battery. The 5-second time penalty is going to completely ruin the race. Yeah, I agree. I think that could be the nail in the coffin as we hold on through the pit straight with DRS, and now up the hill, Santamaria pressuring. We get shoved in the rear. Oh, cheers for the fucking hit. Cheers for the punt. We get shoved in the rear, and that is what I ended up reporting for investigation, rather than the little sideways lock-on contact the lap before up the hill. And we'll see what we get from those, but
thank you. I need a moment.
we are now driving without any wing whatsoever. So I'm just trying to make sure I can somehow hold on to this on track. And, you know, that would...
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
And that would give us, you know, the chance to query these stewards' investigations, but we have to finish P10 over the line. Right now we're holding on and we're defending, making our car super wide. More contact again through the swimming pool into the Rascas. I have to cover off the inside, trying to take a quick apex through. There we have a bit of contact on the way through as I got so much understeer, but we do hold on. Suck on that. I can get him a penalty after that race for hitting me in the back.
Unlucky, Tom.
You could have got so much more out of that race, Tom.
I was fucking
so
quick, man. I was so fast. My fault. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. Like qualifying, I sped twice into the pits. It's all my fault. All my fault.
Yeah.
A lot of bullshit in there as well from other drivers, but it's all my fault. I shouldn't have been in that position to start with. Nice one, Connor. Well done, mate.
Thanks very much, Tom.
Nice job, mate. Well managed. I'm going to get my pens removed and report others, and hopefully I can get clearance. Now, I don't usually do this, but you can see the lap times. Feel free to pause, and I'll bring up my teammates' times in a bit, and you can compare. But we had the same pace as Connor. We had podium pace, race-winning pace. The medium was Septual.
Yeah, those medium tires were so nice. Like that whole second stint, I think for like there was a period of like 10 laps, I reckon, where I did the same lap time.
Literally, the minute we got clean air and we had space on that medium, we was cooking. We was really, really quick. And just like in qualifying, I can tell you, from the investigation, Santamaria got a penalty for the contact for the shove in the rear, but no further action for raise into turn 1, which does mean we do not get points, and we are still pointless 3 rounds in. Really annoying. Silverstone and this race, 2 races in a row where one driver who has no reason to battle tries to make my race super hard and then eventually retires from the race, so it's all pointless. And yeah, also just other things happening, but in this one it was all my fault. You know, qualifying was my fault, spent in the pits twice. I accept it, it is what it is, but I'm gutted. I think this might have been the best chance all season for me to get a podium and possibly even a win. Definitely a 1-2. I reckon I could have comfortably finished P3, and then with the penalty to P2 I could have got a 2nd place, and it could have been a 1-2 finish very, very comfortably. But yeah, I'm gutted. We go again tonight, Las Vegas. Pace is not looking too great. I'm going to try and get my grind on this afternoon and try and see if I can find some pace and rhythm. But yeah, guys, like the video, subscribe, Links down below to my link tree, guys, for Twitch, where I do the streams, and all my other social media platforms. And yeah, we go again tonight. Cheers for watching, guys. A big shout out to the members for supporting the channel. Check out the 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and let's goodbye from me.